Have you ever wondered how a young nation like the United States stepped up to confront a threat that had plagued Europe for centuries? The story of the Barbary Pirates offers a fascinating glimpse into this moment in history, showcasing the bold actions of a fledgling nation determined to protect its interests. For 300 years, these raiders from North Africa terrorized the Mediterranean, attacking ships, stealing cargo, and enslaving crews. Yet, despite the obvious cost to European powers, it was not until the early 19th century that serious action was taken against them by the United States. The Barbary Pirates operated primarily from the North African states, with Algiers being the most notorious. For years, European naval powers like Britain, Spain, and France adopted a rather costly, yet seemingly effective strategy, paying off the pirates to avoid conflict. This approach, while cheaper than war, often meant that the pirates would increase their demands, making life more difficult for smaller states unable to pay the hefty sums. So when the American colonies declared independence in 1776, they found themselves without the British protection that had kept their shipping safe from these marauding pirates. As a result, American vessels became prime targets. For the next 25 years, piracy flourished at the expense of American trade, and the costs of paying off the Barbary states became untenable for the young nation. It was clear that something had to be done. In 1801, President Thomas Jefferson took a bold step and decided to send the U.S. Navy to confront the Barbary threat, a move that would change the course of American naval history. The United States wasn't the first to take military action against the Barbary Pirates. Spain had previously tried to dismantle their operations in the 1780s without success. However, the American strategy was different. It focused on blockades and bombardments of pirate ports, which initially yielded little progress. Eventually, the U.S. teamed up with a former ruler of Tripoli, leading to a significant military campaign that would force the pirates to the negotiating table. Despite the outcome of the initial conflict, the peace terms were not favorable for the United States. They had to agree to pay Tripoli a substantial amount in exchange for the release of American prisoners and safer passage for their ships. Yet, the peace was short-lived. When the War of 1812 erupted, British pressures reignited pirate attacks on American shipping. The United States learned valuable lessons from these conflicts. After the war, they sent an even more formidable naval presence to the Mediterranean, determined to put an end to piracy for good. The U.S. Navy hunted down the pirates, forcing the Barbary states to cease their attacks against American vessels. This military success sent a strong message, not just to the pirates but also to other European powers watching from the sidelines. As the U.S. proved it could stand up to the Barbary pirates, European nations began to reconsider their own responses to the threat. If a smaller power could defeat these raiders, why should they continue to tolerate their actions? This realization led to a concerted effort among European nations to eliminate the Barbary threat once and for all. The British were the first to take action, bombarding Algiers several times as punishment for their piracy. However, it wasn't until the 1830s that the threat was finally eradicated when France annexed Algeria and took control of its ports. So, the story of the Barbary Pirates is not just a tale of lawlessness on the high seas, it's also a testament to the resilience and determination of a new nation, the United States, as it forged its identity on the world stage. Thank you for joining me in exploring this significant chapter of history. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more intriguing stories from our past.